Okay, today we're going to talk about SOP. It stands for Standard Operating Procedure. It's a very common military term. Let's see, so as we're using it today though, it refers to a process by which I, an IT and tech person, can go about solving a problem. I use this all the time in all different situations. But as we refer to it here, I'm just going to be referring to it in a professional context. So the first thing is when a client calls, they have a problem, and I need a process to deal with their problem. So the process is, one, I get their name, then I get the office they're calling from, then I get a good callback number, and this is all just contact-related information. Once I have that initial contact information, the next step is to begin the problem-solving process. I will ask questions such as, how many computers is the problem occurring on? When did it start? This is a very important open-ended question to ask. Another great open-ended question is, had anything changed recently? It's important to ask it open-ended so that whatever answer the client gives you, you can use. If possible, you want to connect and have the client show you the problem. Then you can try to recreate the problem on your computer. If you're not able to recreate it, that tells you something. But if the client is able to recreate it, that also tells you something. You can kind of narrow it down to their computer. The idea is to get as much information as possible prior to starting your diagnosis. You might need to return to the SOP more than one or two or multiple times in the process of diagnosing the problem. Now, if you offer a diagnosis and it turns out to not be true, then you have to broaden your scope. So we'll be talking a little bit more about that, how to narrow your scope and then broaden it as necessary in the next video. To review SOP, first, get the client's contact info, name, phone number, the office or the company they're calling from. Then ask some open-ended questions, such as when did it start? Had anything changed recently? Then, if possible, connect to the client and have them recreate the problem. Then try to recreate the problem on your end. And get as much info as possible before diagnosing the problem. If you misdiagnose it, or if you can't figure out what's wrong, then you broaden your scope and try again. Run through the SOP steps multiple times if you have to. Thanks for watching.